What would you do if a mysterious package arrived at your door, with no sender, and your name written in handwriting you've never seen before? This is the strange story of a man who received a package that changed his life forever. This is the story of a man who opened one and uncovered a secret buried for 10 years. It was a quiet Tuesday morning. The kind of morning where nothing ever happens. Daniel stepped out of his car, exhausted from work, dragging his feet toward his apartment door. Then he stopped. Right there, on his porch, sat a small brown box. He frowned. He hadn't ordered anything. Slowly, he walked closer. No delivery tag. No company logo. No return address. Just one thing. His name. Written neatly. In black marker. Daniel picked it up, his fingers tightening slightly. "Who sent this?" he whispered. Inside his apartment, Daniel placed the box on the table. He didn't open it immediately. Instead, he stared at it. Something about it felt off. Not dangerous. Just wrong. Like it didn't belong. Minutes passed. The silence in the room grew heavier. Finally, curiosity won. Daniel slowly peeled the tape open. The box creaked softly as it opened. Inside, there was no gadget, no gift. Just two things. A small wooden key. And a folded piece of paper. Daniel's heart began to beat faster. He unfolded the paper carefully. It read, "You finally found it." Daniel froze. "Found, what?" he murmured. He turned the paper over. At the bottom was a date. 10 years ago. Suddenly, something clicked. 10 years earlier, Daniel was just a teenager. Back when life was simple. Back when his best friend, Lucas, was always by his side. One afternoon, the two of them had gone into the woods behind their neighborhood. Laughing. Running. Dreaming. They buried a small wooden box. A time capsule. Inside were their memories, notes, and a tiny wooden key. They made a promise. To come back one day. But they never did. Because shortly after, Lucas moved away. And life moved on. Daniel's grip tightened around the key. "This can't be," he whispered. Because years ago, he heard something terrible. Lucas had died. A car accident. That's what everyone said. Daniel felt a chill run down his spine. The next day, Daniel drove back to the old woods. Everything looked the same. Tall trees. Soft wind. A strange, quiet stillness. Memories flooded his mind. After nearly an hour of searching, he found it. The exact spot. But something was wrong. The ground had already been dug up. Confused, Daniel stepped back. Then he noticed something. Carved into a nearby tree. 3 words. "I kept my promise." Daniel's hands trembled. "Lucas," he whispered. Only one person in the world would know about that place. Daniel rushed home. He searched for Lucas online. Old articles. Old posts. Old news. And then, he found it. The truth. Lucas hadn't died. The story had been wrong. Lucas had actually moved overseas. But before leaving, he went back to the woods. He dug up the time capsule. And 10 years later, he sent the key to Daniel. Daniel sat quietly, holding the wooden key. It didn't open a door. It didn't unlock treasure. But it unlocked something far more powerful. A memory. A promise. A friendship that time couldn't erase. Sometimes, the smallest things, like a forgotten moment, or an old promise can travel through time and find their way back to us. Daniel kept the key forever. Not because it opened something, but because it reminded him that some friendships never truly disappear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because you never know what memory might find its way back to you next.